Ramsey Lewis. Ramsey Lewis. Yeah, Ramsey. Man, I grew up on Ramsey Lewis. Man. Love Ramsey Lewis. Ramsey. My introduction to Ramsey Lewis, oh my God, it had to be around 74. I was 4 years old. The album Sun Goddess. I think that was my introduction to Ramsey Lewis, was Sun Goddess, and Earth, Wind and Fire. But it was Ramsey's record. A lot of people think it was Earth, Wind and Fire, but no, Earth, Wind and Fire was featured. Maurice White produced the album because he was at Columbia Records at this time.
Right.
Both were. Ramsey, oh man, he was like so soulful, man. Soul pianist. But then he has a softer side, a softer groove side, So once again, Cha-Cha is more of a tribute to his gift. Not so much a song that inspired me or a specific album, but just him playing, just him as a person. That was him as an artist, musician, that is. A few of these songs on that album were based on that, and there's this being one of them. He was another one that was pretty versatile, I wanted to do something on a smoother tip with Ramsey as well. If I was to write a song for Ramsey, this would be it. And my wife named this one. She named it Cha-Cha because she felt that people could actually dance off of it. Yes. They can do a little steppers thing with it.
Yeah, it does have that. It has a steppers vibe too.
Yeah. But Ramsey. That's one guy I've never had the pleasure of meeting. I always wanted to meet Ramsey Lewis, and I still have yet to meet him. And we need to bubble wrap him because he's up there now. Ramsey's probably riding 90. He's been around a long time with us, He's probably riding 90. And I don't know how much time we got with him, but I sure would love to meet Ramsey before, he goes on off to see God. But he's still around, from what I understand. He's, from what I heard, he's doing well. He just doesn't really get out anymore. He's officially retired, from what I understand. But I would love to have met him. A lot of people don't know Maurice White played drums in the Ramsey Lewis Trio in the 60s. He played drums for the Ramsey Lewis Trio. I guess around 68, 67, 68, 69, somewhere around that time. And there's some recordings out there with Maurice White playing drums with the Ramsey Lewis Trio.
Yeah, Maurice White is a very underrated percussionist and drummist.
Oh man, he's a killer drummer. He was one of my favorite drummers. I love the way he plays drums. I think that's him playing on the album, on the song rather. Loves What's Happening by The Emotions on that album Rejoice. I think that's Maurice playing drums, and this groove that he goes into, man. It's this groove that he goes into that I freaking love. I know it's him because he played the same groove with Ramsey Lewis in the 60s. I know it's him. But he's got these certain sounds and these certain grooves that he played that inspired me as a drummer, certain cats, they do this certain thing, man, and it makes me want to do it. Or, like Maurice with this particular groove that he did. And then there's Harvey Mason's touch, just the way he approaches the drums, man. And then Clyde Stubblefield, with James Brown. There's a certain thing that these guys do. Bernard Purdie, a certain way he plays and approaches the drums, man. It inspires me to be more of a pocket drummer. I'm pocket all day. I can't do all that flashy Billy Cobham stuff. He's a great drummer too, but I could never do all the flashy stuff. But you give me pocket and groove, I groove you all day. I groove you all night. For real. Yeah, but Maurice, man, a lot of people didn't know. A lot of people still don't know how great a drummer he is, or was rather. How great a drummer he was. Yeah. But that tune, it just, I had Ramsey in mind for that one, definitely. The smooth side of Ramsey Lewis. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Ramsey's work.
Yeah, one of my favorite, a couple of my favorite smooth Ramsey joints is on the album Sky Islands, and he did
Oh, I gotta
this.
see. Man, I ain't never heard of that one. I gotta find that one. Ramsey's got so many records, man. Ramsey have to at least have about 100 records out, literally. And he's probably forgotten most of them.
He's probably forgotten most of them. So there's actually one. There's two songs. There's two songs on there.
A lot of albums out.
There's one called, I think the song is called "Who Are You." It was actually produced by Maurice White. It's like an 8-9 minute. It's just smooth, just smooth. 8-9 minutes is
really.
It's real smooth. We'll talk about that after this recording, but put a pin in that.
Oh man, we gotta find. You gotta help me find. You know what? I misunderstood. I thought you were saying there was only 2 songs on the record. I'm about to say, wait a minute. But it's 2 tunes on the actual album that you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah, I like to check that. I want to check that out.
And also,
I want to find that record because I don't have that one. Yeah.
In his rendition of the title track, Sky Islands, Diane Reeves actually comes through and does some scatting on that one. And the other, he does a cover of Janet Jackson's "Come Back to Me." It's the first time I heard it was actually on.
What year was this album?
93, if memory serves.
By 93, okay.
Yeah, I bought that album in college.
Got it.
And that summer I was on the internship outside of Chicago. I wore that CD out.
Right.
Because the way he does Janet Jackson's "Come Back to Me," it's like it's in line with what you did with Cha Cha. If you heard it, you were like,
"Oh, wow, okay, yeah, I need to hear that.
It's real smooth." And I was like, man, this is beautiful. Like, I play it for my son to help get him to sleep sometimes. That's how smooth it is. Even though he goes in, it's like it's smooth.
I go. Oh yeah, I like to hear that. I ended up going back as I got a little older and bought some of Ramsey's earlier work as a kid. Like, he had this album called "Don't It Feel Good." You know, he had records out, man, in the early 70s. I went back and got that stuff, but he was playing with the ARP 2600 and, you know, all these different synthesizers and experimenting, you know. But that stuff inspired me to be a soul pianist, you know. Just his style of playing back then, like he had when he was still with Cadet Records back in the 60s, the Chess label. He had these albums, Sounds of Christmas, More Sounds of Christmas. But there's this one tune he did on, I think it was More Sounds of Christmas, called Eggnog. Oh my God. That is like my favorite instrumental Christmas tune. It's called Eggnog. It came out in the 60s sometime. And he's playing, I guess they call it the glockenspiel. I ain't never heard this thing played so soulful in my life. And then he goes from that to acoustic piano and rips. I mean, just so soulful, man. When you get time, and you guys out there listening, get time, look up Eggnog by Ramsey Lewis. It had to be Spike when he played it. It was Spike Eggnog.
With that Pennsylvania Dutch.
Man, now that one right there, that tune there, Eggnog. That's one of my favorite instrumental Christmas tunes, man. He killed it. Eggnog, he killed it.
Hey, I gotta go check that out. Probably after Thanksgiving. You know, I got a rule. Like, I don't listen to Christmas music until after Thanksgiving.
Right. I feel you.
Man.
But look that one up. Put it on your list, man. Put it on your list. Eggnog.